This week marks the second anniversary of Hurricane Ike to the Turks and Caicos Islands. With 6 days before was Tropical Storm Hannah. The Turks and Caicos made international headlines when the Category 4 monstrous storm damaged more than 80% of the homes on Grand Turk, Salt Cay, and South Caicos.
Up to 10 o'clock, 10:30, or the hurricane start bashing the house. You know, we had to call for backup, but we couldn't get nobody.
I felt bad. I felt bad not only my home, but I see all of us home.
The people from the other side of the road have to come and take us out of the window and carry us around. So, you know, all within the house, and all, we look at the hurricane, all the top of the house, and we looking up at the hurricane.
Under me was shaking. It was shaking. I thought we was going to have a tidal wave, but I couldn't get up, but we just shine the light and start singing and praising God. I said, and praying. And the people down the road said they heard us, but they couldn't come.
Everybody got to pray. Sometimes everybody happy. Time for happy. Time for pray.
I am Pastor Dennis from Salem Baptist Church. We are working along with IKE to help on the food distribution for the people. The hurricane, especially we target the most wanted people, the most poor neighborhood.
Some people get treated better than some others, you know, which is ain't right, you know.
Let me tell you, see, I tell you, when I want bath now, I ain't got no place to bed, just I sit down, I sit down there where everybody to block me, I bath.
There should be a time for the country to help everybody, man, not only some people.
When you look here in this little island called Grand Turk, we are blessed. Even though the material things destroyed, but thank God He has saved our lives for a wise purpose. And I believe He kept us so that we can be united as one. We can be strong.
Fortunately, there was no loss of life. International agencies like the Red Cross, Salvation Army, Sedera, and UNICEF were in the TCI distributing food and water. It was a time that TCI residents will never forget. Today, 2 years later, there is still a little evidence of the storm in Grand Turk, Salt Cay, and South Caicos, as residents have made big strides in the rebuilding process. Director of the Department of Disaster Management and Emergencies, Jamal Robinson, in a press release to our newsroom said, quote, "The Department of Disaster Management and Emergencies, DDME, marks these occasions to remind the residents of the Turks and Caicos Islands of how blessed we were, that there were no lives lost, as where there is life, there is hope. Though we are still occupied with a long-term recovery of the islands affected by Hurricane Ike, we should let the memories and experiences of the 2008 hurricane season encourage us to be prepared for this active hurricane season," end quote. For WIV4 News, I'm Takara Bain.